So, I came across a thumbnail about Azealia Banks and how she's like cursing people and doing all these rituals and shit like that. And I haven't watched the video because I feel like they told me everything I was interested in knowing, but I am gonna pull some cards because looking at Azealia Banks, I feel like all this ritual magic and shit that she lost in, I feel like it's having a really negative effect on her ass and not the people that she trying to curse. Listen, she said that she cursed Rihanna before or something like that. Listen, now these celebrities, because they have so much attention on them, they always usually end up finding ways to protect themselves from people like Azealia. And not only do they go to people and pay them a lot of money to spiritually protect them, but they also have like warrior spirits that will fuck you up for trying to fuck them up. So, and I just got a feeling like Azealia Banks thinks she knows what she doing, but she ain't. She don't. She don't know what she doing. And the reason why I know she don't know what she doing because she hate herself. No matter what ritual and shit that you doing, it's going to be tied into your attentions, your emotions, your feelings about yourself, your mindset, and what you manifesting within your energy. Manifesting is that simple. The only reason why we do rituals and stuff like that is strengthens our intentions. It strengthens our belief in it. And that's what make it powerful. So some years ago, child, I forgot that this episode even existed, but it's a show called True Blood. And some years ago, I was watching it, and it was an episode about the black girl that's in it, and her mom was an alcoholic, and she went to like this witch doctor in the woods, and this woman like did a little ritual and all of that on her, and then afterwards, her mom got better and put down the alcohol. Now, one day she seen this witch doctor living like a modern life or whatever. She was shopping at the store, like she was in a different energy. So she felt like the witch doctor was a fake and a phony. And the witch doctor was like, yeah, I make it up, but it's real because she believed it was real. So, and that's the truth. It's all about the intentions. You know, it's a lot of times I see people, they get caught up in like all this other shit. These signs and these sigils and stuff like that. And they do have a powerful energy attached to it, especially depending on the person who originally created it, how powerful their energy was. So let's say that this powerful as I am wizard motherfucker um created a sigil that you can choose how you incarnate. You could choose what body, what lifestyle and stuff. You don't have to do all that extra shit, the lessons and stuff like that. You know, most likely they already probably did a lot of those lessons though, because to be a powerful wizard or whatever, you have to have faith in yourself. That's why my main goal and purpose is to give people love and to have them love their fucking self and believe in themselves in a genuine way. I'm not just telling people to believe in themselves. I'm telling it from something in me that I really do feel like that. And I will find a fucking reason to feel like that because it always is one. And that generates powerful energy. So Azealia Banks, as look, I love her music and everything. She hella talented, hella creative and shit like that. She coulda, if she wouldn't be trying to dig up cats and shit like that, and you know, in the studio actually focusing on her craft. I mean, she would have been probably bigger than Nicki. She's more talented than Nicki, but she creates her own blockages and her own misery. Now, why is she cursing these other women that is out here living their purpose, shining their light, and doing their thing? Why is she cursing them? I ain't heard her say now man list. That's how I know that it's some self-hatred bullshit. What the fuck? And it's black women. How the fuck you gonna be pro-black but you out here cursing black women? Shit on got me mad now. So we finna look at the karma with this. Cause she out here trying to curse powerful ass black women. See? I mean, you get what you give. Now, let's say that somebody, you have an enemy. They did something real foul to your ass. I mean, like, real foul to your ass. Let's say they raped you or something, violated you and your family and stuff. Spirit is going to have your back on that. Not just have your back, it's that what you are doing is creating the karma that is already coming to that person. You have a say and a decision to it. Okay? But you don't have to worry about that energy coming back to you because they violated you first. So you're giving that energy back to them, that trauma that they created in you, you're giving it back to them. Now, Azealia Banks, she could be like, feel justified, you know. I don't know what happened to her in the industry. Maybe Rihanna did do some shady industry shit, but that's on a whole nother fucking level. In the industry, you have to know how to play the game like the industry play it. She out here fucking trying to use Santeria to stop these other, like, everything is energy. So what she doing is not making sense and is detrimental to her own soul and livelihood, as we can see, because she got all that talent and yet she's still stuck in repeated cycles. And I think it's because her mind, like, she could be like a narcissist or something. You know how narcissists are dumb as hell. They think they're the smartest people in the world, but they be creating their own fucked up karma, and they always in some shit. Every time you look at a narcissist's life, they in some drama. They about to go to jail for some shit. Every motherfucking time. Ain't never failed. They always hating on somebody. They always crying and being a fucking victim. All the time. They always trying to stop other people shine instead of going out and creating their own. And that makes them constantly living in hell. Like Azealia Banks. Man, I don't know what the hell going on, but you know what you following, what witchcraft book that you are reading and stuff, but hell nah, I ain't finna dig up no fucking dead cat. It has to be like a good fucking reason. Oh, child, that have to be something deep to have me up here digging up dead shit. Man, hell no. Ain't that serious. And a lot of times, even when somebody did do you wrong, like that rapist and stuff like that, to be real, a lot of times you wasting your own energy trying to curse them because they going to get their karma. They really are. I'm gonna give an example. That cousin I be talking about. After she did all the stuff she did to me, she tried to curse me. I feel like her main focus was to silence me and to make me feel as miserable as she feel about her fucking self. But anyways, I returned back to center on that ass. But you know what? Regardless if I did that or not, I did that to take the energy off of me. But it was almost like mm, it was almost like I felt like I was like playing out something karmic or something with all of this, with that whole situation. It was a good lesson learned, you know, and stuff have to hit me hard like that for me to like really learn and grasp it. So I appreciate the lesson, but God motherfucking damn, I don't want to go through that shit ever again, ever. But her own karma was fucking with me in the first place. So by her even fucking with me, she was eventually gonna get fucked up some type of way. Cause I really did try to like go ghost on her ass, leave it alone. I was gonna say shit else, but you know, I know that my energy is powerful. So if you provoking me, then shit. I was talking to a friend. I was telling them how I really resonate with your Maya. Like they talking about an energy, and I feel like that energy is strongly a part of me. So when you read about her, I see myself, a reflection of myself in that. But Yamaya is the wife of Obatala, and I'm so sorry if I'm jacking up these names, y'all. No disrespect. I'm, country, but and like Obatala is like the in the Orishas, he's like the overall God energy and all of that. So Yamaya is like this sweet, gentle, empathetic, caring. She created like the oceans and stuff like that, and life filtered through her. She's divine feminine energy. But because her nature is so caring, when something provokes her or attack her or come against her, Obatala come out. His anger filters out through her versus like her own. So they say that people who are daughters of Yamaya, which I don't feel like I'm a daughter or nothing. I ain't claiming nothing. I ain't claiming nothing. I haven't been initiated in anything. You know, I'm not trying to do no soul ties out here. Okay? I just resonate. So, when the daughters of your Mayas, other people who resonate with that energy. So when you fucking with your Mayas, the anger that come out of them is going to be Obatala, which is very dominant. This is supposed to be God, so it put like the fear of God in your ass. But usually it's warranted when it get to that fucking point. So anyway, so let's get into this reading on Azealia Banks. Okay, so I do understand that people usually bind their souls for like a sense of community, a sense of purpose. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think everybody should do like what feels good and comfortable in them. Like when I was watching Pose and they was showing BDSM and how these people enjoy to be restricted. And it seems like looking at it, it seems like a spiritual experience. So do what you gotta do. But all I'm saying is that know what you getting into. Know that's what you doing. Because just knowing is protecting yourself. I feel like a lot of people get caught up in these bondages of like religion and all of that because and then they become slave to that energy, to that spirit. And a lot of times it's tied into the amount of level of self-trust and self-worth that you have in yourself. And whatever level you have is okay, because you might have that level for a purpose, something that you contracted in here to do. Just follow your own purpose. This is your experience. How you know that you are getting caught up in something, like it no longer feels good. It doesn't feel good to your soul. It makes you feel heavy. You don't feel peace within it. If you don't feel peace within it, then you're on the wrong path. Okay, so the first question I ask is, why is she doing this? Okay, so I don't want to necessarily call her quite a narcissist yet, but she does it to get attention and to feed off of other people's energy I was reading this line right here. Let others overreact while you remain calm and sure of the outcome. Hmm. I also feel like people giving her energy, good or bad, it kind of feeds her creativity. But there's many ways to access that energy. I mean, you could ride any emotion into your creativity, but this is how she choosing to do it, and it's an unhealthy way. It's definitely better ways. She also afraid of becoming irrelevant. She is aware of her talents, but she's not seeing the fact that she causes a lot of her own problems. Mm. She also took a large risk with money recently, and she lost big. It could have been like a contract or something like that. She's kind of like enslaved into something, and she don't know how to get her energy back from it. Mm. She has a lot of anxiety and paranoia as well, a lot of mental confusion. I do feel like she have like mental imbalances. I also feel like she could have a issue with drinking too much. She have an issue with being alone. Um, but she struggle with feeling alone all the time. So she clings on to any energy to not feel that feeling of being completely alone, sitting in silence. It's almost like she's hunted by her own demons when she's sitting in silence. I do feel like she sees stuff. Um, all of it is a projection of her though. It's like her demons being projected outward. She might have like brought too much of her energy into this lifetime. It's something about her energy in this body or whatever. Got her mind messed up. It's like the DNA of the body that she in can't even handle all her energy. So it got her mind messed up. Mm. Oh, child. She is quite like egotistical. She think like the attention that she is getting from this is people admiring her in some type of way. Like she's the way that she think people perceive her is like not the reality. She's meant to be confident. That's a part of her energy, and she's talented, but her mind. It's her mind. It's like mental health issues that is really the culprit and what's keeping her from success, because she had like a lot of anxiety, and she could also feel strongly about things, and she has experienced a lot of trauma. And like I pulled the card, this is affecting your mental health. Release internal blockages to manifest this. Also pulled a card, you are having an experience. The soul is infinite. Yes, they are talking about you. So what they say is a reflection of them. That's how she feels about it. And stop being afraid of change. Go. It's something about what she do. She feel is fearless. She also feel like she doing something different. She really is just wanting attention. She see that this is not what other celebrities showing. So by her showing it, it's going to get her attention, and it does. A lot of it. And to be honest, I even feel like her agency or whatever she worked for, they also behind this as well. Okay, so the industry is very ritualistic. They really skill at mind games. They torture artists in like a different way. It's mental games. And they do it on purpose because they know what it's going to do to the artist. They know how it's going to make the artist react and everything. So it's a way of manipulation. Like, I feel like there are companies that will send their artist something and it have like subliminals in it, specifically tailored to that artist, and it would trigger them to react in a way. And they do a lot of this manipulation for like legal reasons. So if they artist was to like go too extreme, they can't trace it back to them. They had a part to play in it, because they won't like tell the artist like, we want you to do this and that and that and that. But they would do mind games, manipulations, and regenerate certain type of traumas and wounds and stuff to get that artist to act in a way that they want to. It don't always work out how they want it to work, but a lot of times it does. So she also don't have good people around her. She don't have people that actually care about her. It's a lot of yes people and people who want to benefit from her in some way. Because I'm starting to feel like Azealia is somewhat of like a ghostwriter now. Yeah. And I think that makes her feel resentful because she wants to be known for her art. And I do feel like sometimes she's like a ghostwriter or she's in the shadow and stuff, but she create things for other people. And people like pay her for her ideals or whatnot, but that's not what she wants. She wants attention. So I asked what's going to be the outcome of her doing this. Now, initially, when she do these rituals, she get like a high from it. Um, and I believe it's an energy that's feeding off of her. See, that's what I'm saying. People be out here getting manipulated and controlled by spirits. Don't let these spirits manipulate and control you. So I do feel like she prayed to like a goddess or something like that. And that this energy, which is like a um it's a collection of things usually. Um there are some people that they truly like they feed off of you giving to this energy. Anywho, so this energy doesn't even like agree with a lot of her points of views and stuff like that. But it do give her like a high. She feels good for a little while, like things turn for her favor for a little while, and then it crash and burn. So some of the rituals that she do has the potential to bring her abundance, but she fuck it up. I do feel like she have narcissistic tendencies, strong ones. I pulled the Emperor reverse. So yeah. So she be fucking her own stuff up. And it's due to her own low self-worth and self-esteem. She also been doing like a lot of like love rituals. And I do feel like she's gonna attract a partner, but it ain't gonna be good to her. I believe this partner is like already in her life or circling her energy. She need a cleanse. She got too much heaviness on her. She got too much stuck energy. Her energy is not flowing correctly, especially up in her mental. It's all clogged up. She's not even really able to tap into her intuition. She's hella lost. That crown chakra is jacked up. Look, your insecurities are blocking blessings. You are lovable. I also put a card, your hard work will pay off soon. She's so talented that even after, like, if she was to get right, she could still be very successful. She has star power, star quality. She has that light, and that's what she wants to do in this lifetime. But she's going at it the wrong way because she's really hurt. her mind is very negative as well. Very negative. And it's a lot of comparisons she do with herself to other people in a very negative way. She feels less than sometimes. Like she feel less than within her position, but she feel like she's more talented and better than a lot of these artists, and this create resentment in her because she feel like she deserve something that she keeps fucking up. The universe be trying to give it to her, but she keeps messing it up. But it's her mind not right. I wonder, like, how can she get her mind balanced? Alright, so Azealia Banks do think about love and relationships a lot. And it's because she's so lonely and she don't really like her own company because she's not really comfortable with just sitting in her energy alone. So she kind of like accepts anybody just to have that energy, but she's not appreciated or loved. And she wants to feel that. And I honestly think that her feeling that will be very healing for her. Damn. Yeah, a really good, solid relationship in her life would be, sorry y'all, somebody out my window, would be healthy for her. But right now, how she is, she can't even allow that in her life. I do feeling like this one white boy. I don't know who this boy is, but he sleazy, but he cares about her. But I don't feel like she give him the type of attention because when we don't love ourselves, we do gravitate towards partners who don't love us. So, so she will have to get some healing. To be honest, she need to find like a real good spiritualist or whatever that could help her cleanse her energy. She need her energy cleansed really bad. Really bad. And she needs to work on self-love. And she needs to start to become comfortable in her own energy and by herself. Because she got to start setting boundaries. I feel like people take from her a lot. Like, steal from her a lot. And she knows it and she kind of like let it slide because she really want people to stay in her life because she be so lonely. Usually when we don't like to sit in our own energy and stuff, that's usually because we don't like ourselves, and you got to find out why. Usually it's tied into you not being yourself, your authentic self. So she got to work on that. She also would have to start taking accountability. I mean, damn. Because it's something she really just refused to see. Even when people try to tell her, like, no, you was late. That's why this got canceled. No, you had some type of crazy social media moment. That's why they pulled the contract. No, that's stuff like that. And she's like, I'm just expressing myself. Da 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 da. Like she has a debate for it, and usually I'll be like, okay, cool, but she expressing her self hatred. She expressing her pain. That's why it's good to have good people around. Cause I do feel like what she did recently with the digging up the cat and shit. I do feel like she talked to somebody about it, and they'd be like, "Yeah, that's a good idea," but they knew it wasn't. She got some her like own demons around her. It's something of substances that she is taking that have her not think clearly, have her mind all fogged up. She may even have like a sex addiction, but it's not because she really is looking for love, but she allowed wrong people in her body, in her energy, in her space, period. I feel like she do get violated a lot by people because people feel that desperation on her. Poor thing, child, poor thing. She gotta heal for real. Come on now. Ooh, child. Yeah. She want love, romance. She even want marriage, kids. Also, her doing like these rituals. She trying desperately. It's like the same energy of somebody on their knees praying to God 24/7 to change something in their life, but they not taking no action because they don't feel like they have control of their own lives. So years and years go by and nothing changes. So it's like the story of that person in the middle of the ocean. They was drowning, and they was like they gonna wait for God to save them. And a boat came by and tried to rescue them, and they was like, no, I'm waiting on God. So the boat went. Another boat came. He was like, no, I'm waiting on God. Then another boat came. He drowned. He didn't get in the damn boat, waiting on God. And then when he so-called went to heaven and met God, God was like, well, I sent your ass 3 boats. It's like that energy. She need to change her values. She's a bit superficial. And she is meant to be like this high priestess. She meant to be spiritual, but in a healthy way, like all of us. And she's not. She's so out of balance, and she's so much hurt and pain. She got so much to heal from, and I do feel like it's being hindered by her just being in the industry. Honestly, maybe she should just create a YouTube and go independent if she can. But I feel like she tied up into a contract that they kind of got her as a slave. So, and I can understand like that. making a person feel not motivated. She doesn't feel motivated because she doesn't feel like she own her talent. Hell, motherfucking yeah. Imagine that. That's sad. Imagine a company owning your voice. Imagine that. So anything that you do with your voice, they own it. They own the rights to it. So that means that you don't have control of your creativity no more. It's tied up into a company. Things like that need to change, and people need to start looking at fame differently. And I feel like that's changing as well, because we're starting to see more and more that celebrities are human. And the only reason they are that powerful is because of their fans. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like it's something that celebrities should always be humble about it. That's how you're gonna continue to grow your light, and not just grow it, but protect it. Like Spirit is showing me Beyonce. I feel like she came across that message before from a spiritualist. Alright, actually, I don't got no more questions for Azealia Bank, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. Y'all stay blessed.